Okay, so this is going the other way. This is going from general form to vertex form. Now, as I said before, it's a little bit hard to do these, but this is when a equals 1. This is when a is greater than 1. Alright? Meaning no number in front and there's a number in front. There's two different ways, okay? So, step one should always be get rid of the back number. Okay, we always want to get rid of that back number because it's a hard, we can't deal with it right now. So, y plus 12 equals x squared plus 10x. Our next step is called completing the square. We're trying to complete this thing right back here. So, next step is to figure out what this number is divided by 2. Well, 10 divided by 2 is 5. Okay, so we're going to figure out that 10 divided by 2 equals 5. And then we're going to take that 5 and we're going to square it. Okay, so when we do that, we get 25. So this is what we're going to do. We have to add this 25 to this side, and since we're going to add it to this side, we also have to add it to this side. So it's going to be y plus 12 equals, or plus 25 equals x squared plus 10x plus 25. Alright? Our next step is to factor this. So our two numbers that multiply to give you 25, that add to give you 10, well 5 and 5. And then I'm going to reduce this side at the same time. So this should be y plus 12 plus 25 is 37. I'm sorry I'm doing two steps at once. The only reason why is to save room. Okay. Now, factoring this side, so we knew that 5 times 5 added to give us 10. Okay, it's going to give us x plus 5. And we're going to do it like we did previously in this review. It's where we're going to write x plus 5 next to it. But the thing is since it's x plus 5 times, and it's going to be another x plus 5, since they're the same thing, we can just say that it's squared. Okay? And then our last step is to get rid of this, so you're going to subtract 37 from both sides. X plus 5 squared minus 37. Now we have it in vertex form. Now this next one is a little bit more difficult. The reason is first we had to get rid of this 17. So let's get rid of that 17. Okay. So that becomes y minus 17 equals 7x squared minus 56x. Well, we can't do anything until we get rid of the 7 in front. So what we have to do now is get rid of that. Well, how do you get rid of it? Well, you have to divide it out. You can take away that 17 from both of these things on this part. Okay, so it's going to become y minus 17 equals, we're going to put the 7 in front because we can't get rid of it yet, but we're taking it away from the x squared right now. So it becomes x squared minus 8x, because 56 divided by 7 is 8. Okay? And now we got to complete the square. So like what we did over on the other side, we look at this number. 8 divided by 2 is 4. And that squared is 16. This is why I had you guys do this. Just this part for a while. Okay. Now this is where it became tricky. Okay? Because we are technically adding 16 inside this parenthesis, but if I took this 7 and multiplied it through again, this wouldn't be a 16. This is actually a bigger number. So 16 times 7, alright, so that's 32. That's 96. 96 plus 16 is 112. So what we're actually doing is we're adding 112 to this side. So we actually have to add 112 to this side too. Alright. So So this is actually y plus 95 equals 7 times x squared minus 8x plus 16. Okay, so we're at this step. So now we got to factor this whole thing. I'm going to tell you guys this right now. Whatever numbers you use to multiply to get to the 16 is what you're going to factor it into. So we divided 8 by 2, it gave us negative 4. We squared it, we got 16. So obviously it's going to still have to be the negative 4 and negative 4. Because we want to get this squared thing, it always has to be the same number. Okay, so this becomes once again y plus 95 equals 7, and it's going to be times x minus 4 and x minus 4, or just x minus 4 squared. Our last step is to get rid of the 95, so we're going to do that. We're going to subtract 95 from both sides. It's going to give us y equals 7 times x minus 4 squared minus 95. And that's the answer.